Welcome back to Python MC. In this section, we are going to break EarSketch. We have the same code we had last time, def request tempo. We're just setting the tempo in EarSketch. And let's see how we can mess this up. So we have this while true loop, which will just keep doing as long until it hits a break statement. And remember, while true just basically means while true equals true. So we could even change true to be equals 1, like 1 equals 1. It's the same as saying while true. And that'll just keep going until it gets a break statement. Now, what happens if we remove the break statement? Well, I run it, and then we'll see that this goes on forever, and it starts to get quite annoying because it just keeps asking that question. Because normally it's supposed to break the loop. It's supposed to say, okay, once you typed in, something that I can work with, something that's in the range, it should break. So now we're going to have to refresh our browser in a second because this thing is just going to keep going on and on and on. It's an infinite loop. Okay, so we'll just let this reload for a second. Okay, now it's reloaded. Okay, let's try this again. Now we better add that break statement back. And here we go. We've typed it back in. So that's not going to be an infinite loop. So we don't have that same question being repeated. So try. Now, let me get rid of the colon and see what happens. So like any sort of statement in Python that is going to have a block of code, you need that colon. That colon says that the code that's indented after this is part of that block. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to run this code without an error. If I get an error, I have the accept value error. And again, whatever happens after that accept value error needs to have that colon because it's saying the next lines of code that are indented are part of this block. So let's see, we're going to try to run this at 45. And based on what we have today, that would work. But let's delete int. So int, remember, it converts the string input that you'd get by default with the read input statement, the read input function. And it converts that to an integer. So now we get a type error because it's expecting a number. When set tempo is expecting a number, an integer between 45 and 220, if you just give it the raw information from the input function, it'll be a string. So we corrected that. We put the int back, so now it actually works. Okay, so what else can we do? We can mess up our indentations. We'll get an indentation error. In EarSketch, that'll just appear like a syntax error. Let's put that back and get our indentation working properly. We could also mess with our indentation here. Again, we'll get a syntax error. So just got to be Python's really a stickler about four spaces, the 4 spaces of indentation. What if we just forget to call our function completely? Then, technically, it will actually run, but nothing will actually happen. Okay, so let's see. Let's take that back. Let's take out the comments. We'll run it again. And now it'll work perfectly fine. We'll choose a number between 45 and 220. Well, in this case, 120. So that works. Great. So that's it. We've got functioning code. Everything's working again. We've unbroken it. And what did we do with this? Let's see. We remember we got rid of our colons, like the 2 dots, and we did that in a few different places. We got rid of int, and that messed up our set tempo. We got rid of break. That turned into an infinite loop. That's it. We've messed this up a lot. See you again on Python MC.